Hello, I'm Steve Weber, the host of Book Cheapskate. We're running through the top 10 free Kindle books featured today on bookcheapskate.com. Happy Thursday, everyone. It's November 13th, 2025. With me, as always, is my co-host and bookworm sidekick, Cassandra. Good morning, Cass.
Good morning. It is a fantastic list today. I'm excited to get into it.
Me too. We have a great mix, and it's all completely risk-free for you. A great way to find a new author or maybe a whole new genre you'll love.
Exactly. Today we're seeing everything. Cozy romance, high-stakes science fiction, even some foundational literature.
Let's start with book number 1. It's called The Roses at Porthglen Manor by Tamsin Bracknell.
The first in the Love in Porthglen series. And this is pure contemporary romance.
Right, and the setting is key. We're in Cornwall, this beautiful seaside town. Our heroine, Hailey, she's lost everything, and she gets her dream job as a rose gardener. She really needs a fresh start.
And of course, a fresh start means a new conflict, and that comes in the form of the head gardener, René. He's, world-weary, a bit jaded. So we've got the classic enemies to lovers dynamic right off the bat.
We do, but what's so smart here is the gardening twist. They're forced together, but not just in an office. They're hunting for a rare rose.
So it's got a bit of an adventure feel, like romancing the stone, but with horticulture?
Yes, exactly. And that quest gives their interactions real purpose. It's not just bickering. They have a shared goal, even if they can't stand each other at first.
And the book has some recurring supporting characters, right? The Second Chance Book Club?
Oh, absolutely. They provide that found family element, which is so crucial in these cozy reads. They're the comic relief, but they also give Hailey the support she needs. It's very Philippa Ashley or Jenny Colgan.
The perfect comfort read to start us off. Okay, now for something completely different. Book number 2 is The Mages of Starsea by Kyle West.
Yeah, a total 180. We are now in deep space opera. The stakes could not be higher.
So in this world, magic isn't a gift. It's a death sentence.
Right. Our hero, Lucian, is identified as a mage, and that means he's now doomed to something called the fraying. Basically, madness and death.
It's a fantastic premise. So he's exiled from Earth to this remote world called Volsung. It's a quarantine, a training facility. It has a real Ender's Game or Scallamance vibe to it.
It does, but the thing that really elevates it is the prophecy. He's been marked by something called the manifold, which is the source of all magic.
So he's faced with this impossible choice.
A terrible choice.
Yeah.
Does he accept this destiny he never ever wanted, which might kill him? Or does he spend the rest of his life running from it?
That's just great storytelling. It reminds me of Pierce Brown's Red Rising. The conflict is internal, it's existential, it's not just about, spaceships and laser guns.
Precisely. That's what makes for truly compelling science fiction.
Okay, let's pivot back to romance for number 3. This is All I Want for Christmas by Jennifer Grayson.
A holiday romance. Second chance. These are always so full of emotion.
So our heroine is Cassandra Baines. She's an NYU professor, and she has completely walled off her heart. 7 years ago, Sean McKinnon, a musician, broke it.
And you know how this works. Fate has to step in. It has to demand they deal with their unfinished business.
And it really does. Of all the bars in all of New York City, she walks into his.
Of course she does. And the chemistry's still there. Just, crackling.
And the setting is perfect for it. New York City at Christmas. You've got the twinkling lights, the holiday crowds. It just adds that layer of magic to the whole thing.
It does. It gives them permission to be a little impulsive, a little romantic. It's for anyone who loves those Emily Henry or Christina Lauren holiday books.
A guaranteed good time. Okay, what about book 4? This one sounds hilarious. The Icing on the Cake by Linda Seed.
Oh, it is. This is a pure high-concept rom-com. Our heroine, Cassie Jordan, lives in an Airstream trailer. She's a picker.
And she needs a kitchen. Desperately. For her wedding cake business.
So she makes let's call it a questionable decision. She decides to illegally use the kitchen in this high-end vacation rental that's supposed to be empty.
You can see where this is going. The meet-cute is just chef's kiss. She gets caught by the owner's son.
She does. Literally, as the description says, with her pants down.
But it's not just slapstick, is it? There are real stakes here. Cassie's whole business, her economic situation is on the line.
Exactly. That's what grounds the humor. And then, of course, the owner's mother shows up to stir up trouble, which is just a guaranteed complication. It's got that quirky small-town heart you get from authors like Jill Shelvis.
Love that. Okay, so for book 5, we need to shift gears a little bit. The tone here is much more serious. This is Cowboy Creed by Rhonda Lee Carver.
Yes, this is a Western romance, and it deals with some very, very heavy emotional stakes.
Right. So our hero is Greedhawk. He's on a search and rescue team in a small Montana town, and the woman he's loved since he was 10, Mindy Sage, comes back home.
But this isn't a sweet reunion. And this is where we have to be careful. The core of this story is a deep, painful betrayal.
A huge one. Mindy kept Creed's daughter a secret from him for 19 years.
19 years.
Whoa.
And that just, it changes everything. This isn't a story about whether they still have feelings for each other. It's about whether love can possibly overcome something that feels unforgivable.
It's a deep exploration of betrayal, love, and what it actually takes to forgive someone for something that monumental.
And the fact that he's loved her for so long just makes the wound that much deeper. For anyone who loves those rugged, emotional, complex heroes from authors like Linda Lale Miller, this is right up your alley.
Definitely. Okay, let's move on to book 6, a bit of a genre blend here. Secrets of the Forgotten Heir by Heather G. Harris and Ella Stone.
This is urban fantasy mixed with an amateur sleuth mystery. A great combination.
Our heroine is Beatrix. She's a PI who walked away from magic a decade ago, but her magic was always minor. She can just sense emotions.
Which is a really smart narrative choice. I mean, she can't just wave a wand and solve the case. She has to rely on actual detective work.
And she gets pulled back into her hometown, Witchlight Cove, which is this hidden magical town on the British coast. The town's magical protection, the eternal flame, is gone.
And that's not all. There's a property developer threatening the town, and someone gets poisoned at a village fete, so she's got multiple mysteries to solve at once.
Plus, you've got all the essential urban fantasy elements. A fiercely loyal retriever.
And of course, the smug, insufferably attractive rival.
Of course, that guarantees both action and that slow burn romantic tension. It has a very Ilona Andrews or Patricia Briggs feel, but with a distinctly British flavor.
A really fun mix.
All right, number 7 takes us back to Small Town Christmas. Christmas at the End of Main Street by Meg Easton.
And this one uses one of my favorite tropes. The fake relationship.
Set up by meddling townsfolk, no less. So Macy, who runs a pet grooming shop called Get This Pause and Relax.
Chuckles. I love that.
She wants marriage. But Aaron, a high school teacher, has sworn it off because of some past trauma.
And his students are trying to set him up. So the whole town basically conspires to push these two into a fake relationship for the holidays.
It's a clean, sweet romance. The conflict isn't about physical temptation. It's about emotional vulnerability. All the holiday events parties, the winter formal, force them to act like a real couple.
Which, in turn, forces Aaron to actually confront his past if he wants a future with Macy. It's a perfect setup for fans of, say, Debbie Macomber.
Definitely. Okay, we've got one more romance before we hit our classics. Book 8 is Once Upon a Duke by Erica Ridley.
And we are heading into Regency Christmas territory.
Yes, historical romance. The Duke of Silkridge has to return to this cold, snow-covered village to fulfill the terms of a will.
And who should be there but Noel Pratchett, the irresistible Spitfire he left heartbroken years ago.
He stole away one night, never to return. The drama.
Well, in the Regency era, that's a huge deal. The social rules were so rigid. That kind of abandonment had real consequences, so their reunion is incredibly scandalous and dangerous. That forbidden spark is the whole engine of the story.
And the heroine's name is Noelle, in a Christmas romance.
Mouse. You have to appreciate that. It's perfect for anyone who loves Tessa Dare or Julia Quinn, but with that extra holiday sparkle.
Absolutely. Okay, we have arrived at our final free book for the day. And it's a big one. It's book number 9, Homer's The Iliad, A.D. The Odyssey.
Together. This is it. This is the foundation of basically all of Western literature.
It's the source code. You're getting the chance to read the source code for modern heroes for free.
Let's just quickly break down what you're getting. First, the Iliad. It's about the wrath of Achilles. It's about the horrible beauty of war and about choosing eternal glory over a long, quiet life.
That's the template for almost every anti-hero, right?
Every single one. And then you have the Odyssey. And the Odyssey basically invented the hero's journey as we know it. The focus shifts from the battlefield to the long, dangerous quest home.
Odysseus has to navigate monsters, but also his own flaws, his own pride.
Exactly. It's the template for every space adventure in science fiction, every fantasy hero trying to get back to the Shire. It's even the root of the second chance romances we were just talking about, characters trying to find their way back home to themselves after trauma.
These are not just dusty old texts. They are living, breathing stories. You can see their DNA in Game of Thrones, in Star Wars, in almost everything we consume.
And getting them for free removes any barrier to experiencing something so essential. It's an incredible opportunity.
Well, thanks for joining us today. And remember, if you want to download any of the books we've mentioned today for free from Amazon, visit us at bookcheapskate.com and you'll have all the links right there. But do it now before these deals expire. Who knows? They might even expire later today. And don't miss tomorrow's show, very morning. It's all brand new. Kaz will do it again then.
Looking forward to it.
Until then, keep on opening new worlds with great books without blowing a massive hole in your wallet. And whatever you do, remember this. When you read,
Your mind becomes its own kingdom.